You tell us what your imagination is to design, to maintain. You can do that with Loksand, things that you were never able to do with the sands that you're using already.
Well, we were in the process of doing Singapore Island Country Club. The most important thing that we have to do is be able to secure the grass on the face.
These bunkers were, pretty gnarly shapes and pretty high faces. The rains that we get in Southeast Asia, by the time he got back to site, the shapes had all changed. And so he's like, okay, Danny, do you have a solution for this?
And Danny said, well, I have a product that is probably one of the best products that we've ever introduced, but nobody really understands it yet. He said, this will work. So he mixed this up and put it in there. I could tell immediately that this thing was accepting it, and the grass was in place. So, and for me, it sort of formed the missing link in creating the perfect environment in which to build a bunker. A big deal for the golf industry if you can build something that will last a long time.
Many different ways to build a bunker, obviously many different styles. So we're trying to let them know that they can build anything. We can build anything with Loksand. There is no limits. We can build a vertical face, we can do a rollover edge, any style. And then what we're doing, we're giving you the firmness, so there's not compact, so there's still pore space, but the fibers are what are giving you the binding. And as I say, we don't get compaction, we get firmness. The crimp in the fiber, it's not a straight fiber. If it was a straight fiber, you could imagine that in a profile, just laying down flat and not really doing anything. But the crimp is what zigzags through the soil sand particles and holds it together. So by adding the fibers, we're able to give you a better angle of repose, so giving you steeper shapes without collapsing. We're giving you better drainage, we're giving you better root structure, we're giving you better plant health. A lot of architects these days are looking for that more natural look of a bunker, transitioning from native natural areas into the sand bunker itself where the golfers are. What we're finding is that you're not getting the stability with the native sands that are being used, and it won't tie together, it shifts. People walking up and down them, golfers in and out of bunkers. What we're able to do with Loksand is to stabilise those native areas. The native plants are going to be stronger, they're going to tie around the fibres more, but more importantly, the golfers are going to have a safer, easier pathway through these native areas, and they're not going to shift, they're not going to damage these areas as much as what they are with just straight sands.
Getting these bunkers right is the most important thing, and this is a big step in developing that in the next stage of golf course architecture and the next stage of golf course maintenance. It's a big deal.
Do you tell us what your imagination is to design, to maintain? Think outside the box. You can do that with Loksand, things that you were never able to do with the sands that you're using already.